Hi, this is Chuck Oliver. Welcome to this week's Hidden Wealth Solution Review. Well, do you want to know where your taxes will be? There's still time to do something about it right now in 2023. I'm going to make this very quick. If you want to save taxes, let me give you a couple minutes of what you can do right now. Go to retirementtaxcalculator.com, retirementtaxcalculator.com, and learn in under 30 seconds what your tax risk road is that you're traveling. It'll actually show you how much tax you're going to be forced to pay by the government, how much more they're going to tax you after they make you come out of these required minimum distributions, and how much more tax liability you're going to pass on and have your kids pay if you don't do something about it, folks. Taxes are on sale, and with all the holiday sales coming up, it's amazing to me how people aren't taking more advantage of these tax sales. So if you're somebody serious looking to save taxes right now, and you want to know where your tax savings can be right now in 2023, go to retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com. And let me teach you a couple strategies I was able to teach, on a call I had with John and Jennifer out of the great state of Texas this week. And their thing was, look, Chuck, we now see our tax risk grow. They went to Retirement Tax Calculator and got a big dose of reality of higher tax exposure. And then we implemented two strategies, two of which are of a few I'll teach this Tuesday. One is what we call the strategic Roth conversion. This is where we actually use a little known tax deduction. Arguably, per our tax team, which are almost 600 CPA firms, would argue is the greatest tax savings deduction or tax deduction in the tax code. We use that deduction to move $300,000 out of John's IRA because he's a little bit closer to required minimum distributions than his wife at being at a little bit younger age. So you want to pick on the IRAs to convert first from the older spouse. And so by using this strategy, we're able to move $300,000 out of his IRA, which means no required minimum distributions, no inherited tax, right? IRA tax for their children. They have 4 adult kids. And we're able to move that with zero tax out of John's pocket. Now, the second strategy, we were able to move another $300,000 by moving that into what's called the Roth alternative, which will also teach you this Tuesday. This is a strategy where you're using what the biggest and brightest executives from all around this country, from former presidents to big corporate gurus, that you and I don't have to be either of those things. We can use these strategies under the same tax code where we can put money that will grow tax-free, we can take it out tax-free, and we can transfer it tax-free. But while we're living, we can use the money tax-free and use that to offset our Roth conversion tax. All told, just this year, still understanding where they really wanted to be and how much tax they could save still in 2023, they were able to move $600,000 this year with zero tax out of their pocket. And there's a strategy now in place that I'll teach you Tuesday where you can recycle these deductions and do this again and again and again. Hey, if you're serious about where you want to understand how low your taxes can be, folks, there's still time to do something about it right now in this year, 2023, because the Tax Cut and Jobs Act is going to sunset and tax rates aren't going to be on sale forever. And if you look at what I taught in this most recent week, we are now spending $2 trillion more than we're taking in. And already we see a dismal employment situation, if we're being honest, that the media is not teaching us or telling us that over 15 million people we're hearing arguably have been laid off and you've not heard a word about it. Fewer people paying in means fewer people being able to collect from, which means more needs to be collected. So look at what the government's doing. They want to spend more to buy votes, right? This administration, this Bidenomics disaster blunder that is being obviously braggadocious about how well this is working. Folks, just remember, whatever they say, it's the opposite. Inflation Reduction Act, inflation went higher. Secure Retirement Act, people's retirement is less secure. And the fact that Bidenomics is working, it's a disaster. And when you think about it, they want more to spend, which means they need to find more tax. So one of the things that I want to warn you is they're trying to take away these tax deductions. One, I'll teach you Tuesday, is going to dissipate and disappear very quickly unless we can get somebody in office that has a clue. And secondly, right, taxes are on sale. So the time to take advantage before the account values go back up, right? So while they're down, while the tax rates are down, and while the deductions are higher, learn what your tax savings can be, and then learn what you can do to still save that in 2023. Retirementprotected.com, retirementprotected.com.